He had an all-time playoff gem in Game 4, almost a triple-double, the 40 points, the 10 assists, the 9 rebounds, and off to an excellent start. Alex Caruso in for the first time. And the waves they send at Edwards and Randall. Edwards gets past and banks it home. There, floats it up and in. By the way, Caruso, he's not feeling the playoff pressure. He said real pressure for him was making a team. He was undrafted. First year played G League. First 3 years played a lot more G League than NBA. But man, as he worked himself into one of the best defenders in basketball as DiVincenzo.
Is it too early to do time of death, Mike?
I'm going to leave that up to you.
I guess so. His own people have to check it out in the replay.
Alexander Walker. McDaniels. Dort is attached to Edwards wherever he goes, trying to fight over screens. Edwards gets inside, back out. Alexander Walker, another three. Got it! Vic made a great play on a 3-on-1. But he'll sit down now. Finally, Rudy Gobert off the dribble. Oh, he throws it down!
In his third quarter.
Yeah, it was much more aggressive trying to get downhill when he had the ball. We did a better job of freeing him up, too, on some screens.
SGA, 29 points in the game. What do you have to do defensively in this fourth quarter to keep him from leading you?
Yeah, we just got to finish up.
Here tonight. Meanwhile, Mark Daigneault, the head coach of OKC, said playoff success, part of it is understanding what the home crowd will do for the opponent when you're on the road. As Edwards.
That's the thing in game 1 and 2. The numbers were kind of there, but the intensity was lacking.
Reed, Terrence Shannon Jr. goes in. Shannon throws it up, shot. Counted and a foul. I can't even imagine the adrenaline flowing through his body right now. Niles Reed, left-handed. Oh, sweet hook shot with the offhand. Under 2 to play.
Did they start by taking you off the floor defensively?
No, I started game 3 and game 4. That was the big adjustment.
Randall goes at Isaiah Joe, leans in, just overpowers and scores.
More force, more early passing, right? We just can't hold it and play in a crowd, and we got to move the floor, right? Let's challenge ourselves to be the more physical, more forceful, earlier passing team this half, right? And see what happens.
Well, so far, first 3 minutes, yes. Point alone, McDaniel. 2 turnovers.
I really like what Anthony Edwards said to McDaniels. If you don't like what you have, think about yourself, see what you have, and then pass the ball. That's how you uplift your teammates. That's how you encourage him to be aggressive.
7 on the 24 is Alexander. Just over a minute remaining here in this third period. John Jones, the rookie from Weber State. Rudy Gobert with a right hand. But he's still out there.
He's still out there because these young players are like Wolverine. They will heal in real time. Just keep it moving, and you're going to be fine. He is too competitive to come out of the game.
Edwards gets inside. Finds McDaniels. McDaniels, that's his second three-pointer from that.
So it's the dominance by your entire team, led by you. That's what gets you that MVP. So I'd love to see his teammates' excitement.
And he thanked everybody at the official acceptance last night, especially his wife. Got very emotional thanking his wife. As Edwards backing in against Wallace, goes inside, a little double clutch.
Say that he's that guy every day, win or lose.
Well, Lisa, the league is in wonderful hands when he's one of the stars leading the way. With the young man of such high characters. Edwards goes high and three. Good tough rebound in traffic. Timberwolves have plenty of time as they cut a 24-point lead or deficit for them to 15. Edwards looking. McDaniels goes inside. Nice adjustment from Jaden McDaniels. Just so psyched up to get back on the court as they wrapped up their series with Golden State last Wednesday. And both these teams have been playing some great basketball. The Timberwolves 8-2 in the playoffs as McDaniels knocks down. 14 on the shot clock. Randall guarded by Caruso. Pulls up. Jumper is good. First bucket here in the second. And another 31-point game. 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Randall spins against Dort, leads in. Beautiful move from Julius. Back to the performance. one of those all-around performances, and the numbers never show the true impact that he has with this team. Shannon gets the jumper to go.
Arriving at our first closeout game as Buddy Hield gets up the first shot. Gobert there to clean it up. You can feel it in the building. This crowd is energized. They have not had a closeout game in this building since 2004. Rudy Gobert after his rotations. Kuminga taking on Nas Reed. Little stop comes up short. Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota by 4. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. DiVincenzo looking up for Gobert. And for a guy that has gone the long and winding road to get to that seat.
Yeah, you got to love it. 17 years overseas. Then he's a G League head coach, a longtime NBA assistant. And now everyone is seeing his work with the Wolves. By the time it happened, he's the one who put that roster together. And then he came right here and has them now go ready right on the precipice of going to the conference finals for the second straight year as Anthony Edwards.
Bump that up to 5.2 assists in the playoffs. He had a breakout night tonight. Bounce hit.
Weren't in the penalty, but what Steve Kerr did was get Rudy Gobert off the floor.
Yeah, Chris Finch, he's going to wait till that 2-minute mark, you would think, to bring him back in. And so Minnesota trying to add to their lead. Randall goes to the basket.
True to agree, but certainly in today's NBA, it's a 48-minute game. You want to win consistently at the highest levels, you got to play it for 48 minutes, not for 45, but for 48.
Plenty of examples prove that point as Randall drives to the basket.
Jimmy Butler has just not looked himself here tonight. Not as aggressive as we saw the other night. Game 3, 12 points. Team down 16. Nice pass. Randall with the stuff. DiVincenzo with the finals. Has paid off in so many ways here this postseason, especially with the way the Wolves play on the road. If they win this game, they're 10-3 on the road the last.
Screen for Jimmy Butler. Got a clean look on that first possession. Trace Jackson-Davis gets caught pushing off.
Here's Edwards, really been looking to drive the ball here in the series. Struggled from 3 the last few games. Randall on the pull-up is good.
5+ minutes.
Randall told us, my job is to do a little bit of everything, but obviously the biggest part is to make life easier for Anthony Edwards, who he said is the most confident player he's ever played with. Conley with the floater.
Above water.
16 of Golden State's 17 baskets were in the paint. The longest made field goal was a 17-footer by Jonathan Kuminga in the first quarter. Game 4 Monday night. The Warriors 8-2 in playoff series under Steve Kerr when it's tied 1-1. McDaniel starts off the half with him. He's been good on defense all year, but adding Jimmy Butler, when they got Butler, they were the #1 defense in the NBA after the trade. We are seeing that in this game. Edwards gets the layup. If you're Chris Finch. Randall's got to get it in. They do just in time. Edwards. Reverse layup is good. Anthony Edwards has come on. Going in, or is it simply their ball?
It's been all created by Jimmy Butler beating his man off the dribble, getting into the lane, and a reaction on the part of the Timberwolves on the weak side. It's created now 2 opportunities.
Oh my goodness! Anthony Edwards scrapes. Here's Green on the high post for the corner, a 3, Payton short. And it's Minnesota ball. Anthony Edwards, 28 points to pace Minnesota. 11 of 25 from the floor. Randall has 24. Edwards got the 3.
No question, they need a win before this series goes to Chase Center in San Francisco. They'll continue to play every other day through Game 5, which means the Warriors will go 10 consecutive games of every other day. It was a tough task for Golden State as Alexander won here in Game 2.
It certainly has. And you know, you saw the concern on Steph Curry's face. These guys all want to beat each other, but none of these players wants to see another player get hurt.
Changes things dramatically for the Wolves, just as the Curry injury changes things for the Warriors. And Randall right up 2. And Draymond Green wide open for 3, misses.
Well, Draymond Green's going to be open for three a lot, being guarded by Rudy Gobert. He's going to keep going to protect the rim, and they'll live with Draymond Green. He made 4 threes in the first half of game 1, but you got to pick what you're willing to live with.
Here's Mike Conley from 3. Connors, that is true. 3, and he finally hits one. He needed that. He was 0 for 3 from three-point range before that made basket.
They need a more aggressive Jimmy Butler. He's driving the ball laterally across the lane looking to pass. They need Jimmy Butler to look to score and then to pass if he draws 2 guys. Orioles, probably the most disappointing team in Major League Baseball right now, coming off a couple of playoff seasons and just haven't been able to get it going at all.
Well, the TBS has the National League this year in the playoffs. Delay a game. Next delay a game of the Warriors will be a technical. So that is to clean up the Buddy Hield Shorts saga. Well, what an incredible finish. Tyrese Halliburton, a game-winning three-pointer off a missed free throw. And the Indiana Pacers is they cannot score the basketball. 11 second quarter points. They have just 4 in this third quarter, and they're still sitting on 35 points as we play in the third quarter. Naz Reid back on the floor. Naz Reid able to. The Warriors on a 10-0 run. They're Minnesota enduring their largest deficit this postseason. Trailed the Lakers by 22 in game 2. And down 23 here late in the third quarter. Randall barrels his way to the back. Maryland, that he transferred to play hoops at Northwestern. One of the great collegiate lacrosse players in the country. The best in his prime. But he's found his way in the Warriors playoff game here as Gobert gets it deep and dunks it on Butler.
Averaging 17 points and shooting 42% from the field, well below his season average.
Our officials tonight, the crew chief is John Goble. The referee is James Williams. The umpire, Ray Acosta. The ultimate Trey Maddox. In the replay center, Jason Goble, and here we go. Randall has been scoring well the last 3 games, and he starts.
In pick and rolls and handoffs, and we're defending in the half court at a very high level, but they are losing the scoring opportunity battle by nearly 15 a game. He said not giving up transition points and points off the.
He's trying to steal this right now.
So Doncic has 2 fouls, just to update that. That would have been his 3rd. It will not count because of the successful Laker challenge, so he's just got the 2. Randall's got 3. Here he feeds on the side for Edwards, who goes ramming his way into Hachimura and cut it to go!
9 free throw attempts. Rebound and run. They're a -13. It's been Minnesota out on the break.
Timberwolves have missed their last 17 three-point shots. Randall will spin in and get it to go on a drive.